Welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to be creating an Excel score pass sheet. It's a simple spreadsheet that shows the pass mark of each student. Up here is the name of the student, Olivia Jones, and these are all the details of the student. You can see the class the student belongs to, the subjects he or she is offering, the score for each subject, the total score, the average score, and the grade, whether pass or fail. I'm just using three names here: the Olivia Jones, the Noah Miller, and the William Evans. This spreadsheet here is really adjustable. All you need to do is copy it and drag it down to form another table that looks like this. So you can adjust it however you want it. You can put in more names and adjust it however you want it. So without further much delay, let's proceed. I'll be doing everything from scratch, so you should follow along. I'll be creating new sheets. We are on our new sheet, so let's begin creating. The first thing we need to do is we are going to specify the title. The title here is the score sheet. The score sheet. Now, what are we going to do? I want us to go to this next cell right here, which is the A3, and I want us to put in the column names. The first column name here is the class. So let's type in class. The next is the subjects. We are going to bold it. Let's bold it. And let's fill it color. Let's make the text white and fill it color dark red. And let's increase the font size. Let's make it, let's say 14. Let's do it well. So we have our class. Oh, sorry, this text did not change. Let me change it to white. That's better. So we have our class, the subject, the score, the total, the average, and the grade. Let's also, this score sheet, let's make it bigger. So click on the score sheet, drag it down a little, then drag it to the right side. Let it stop at F. Then we are going to click under Home. We are going to click Merge and Center. Click on it. You see the score sheet has been moved to the middle. So we're going to navigate up this right here and click on this so it will move it to the middle. So we're going to increase the font size. Let's increase it to, let's say 20. I'm going to bold it a little. I'm supposed to put in a name before the class subject score to the grade. I'm supposed to put in a name. So let's add a name. We're supposed to do it before, but since we made a mistake, let's correct it. So how are we going to insert a name between the score sheet and this row right here? All we need to do is, I want you to click on class, then right click on insert, and click on entire row. Click OK. A new empty row has been given. So what are we going to do? We are going to write the name of the student. Let's put in Olivia. Let's put in Olivia Jones. So we click this so it will expand. So now we are going to, on Olivia Jones, we are going to drag down to the grid and click Merge and Center. Let's reduce the font. So let's say 16. Yeah, 16 is better. Let's change it to white and let's change the fill color to black. Let me use black. Click on black. So we have our score sheet, the Olivia Jones, and our column names. Now, guys, I want us to leave a space I don't know why we keep forgetting. We are not following the usual pattern here, but it doesn't matter. So we are going to put a row between Olivia Jones and between this row. I just want a space to be in between so that it will look like good. The appearance will look nice. So we're going to click on class, right click on insert, click on entire row and click OK. You can see there's now space. We're going to change the space to white. Click on this, drag down, click on the fill option and click the white. So now there's space between the name of the student and the other details. So now what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next? So what we are going to do next is that we are going to put in the details, the class, the subject down to the grade. That's what we are going to do. So for the class, let's first put in the subjects. Let's put in maths, English, so after doing that, what are we going to do? I want us to move. You see this text, right? I want them to be at the center. So I'm going to navigate up and you see this right here, click center. Everything will be at the center. Let's do the same for the column names. Let's highlight every and click on center. You can see everything is moved towards the center. So now that we are done with this, what I'm going to do next is, okay, which grade are we talking about here? Olivia Jones, let's say grade 7. Let's put in grade 7. Grade 7. Let's bold it. Click and bold. Now we don't want our grade to be here. We want our grade to be around somewhere in the middle. And for us to do that, we need to apply the same technique we apply here where we merge and center. So we click on grade 7 and drag it down to A11. We are going to under home, we are going to navigate to merge and center. Click merge and center. As you can see, the grade has been moved down and this cell right here is wide empty. So how are we going to move this grade 7 up? Let's navigate up and you see this right here. You see the middle line, click it and the grade 7 will be moved up. So now let's increase the font size. Let's say 16. Now for the score, let's give it random numbers. Okay, for maths, let's say 50, 75, 80, 50, 80, and 90. For the total, how are we going to get the total? But first, we are going to make the total the same as the way we changed grade 7. So now for the total, we're going to click and drag it down. So we're going to navigate under home, navigate to merge and center. We have a big wide empty space. So now let's use a formula for the total. So we are going to, while still on the total cell, we are going to navigate up. We're going to say equal to, then the sum, bracket open. What are we summing? We want to sum everything under the score. So we can say inside your formula, we're going to click this right here. Click on this and drag down. It will calculate the sum from C6 down to C11. Let's close our brackets and let's click enter. And guys, this is the sum 4 to 5. Let's move it towards the middle. So we're going to navigate up and middle align. Let's increase the font size to 18 is better. Bold it. Now for the average, we are going to do the same thing as we did for total. Click, drag, merge and center. So we are going to use a formula. We want the average for the C6 and the C11. So let's say equal to the average bracket open, let's say C6 colon C11. I'm going to close the bracket and click enter, and the average has been calculated. So now I want us to move it to the middle. So let's move it to the middle. We're going to click this align middle. We're going to bold it. We're going to increase the font size a little. Let's leave it at 14. I think that's better. Now for the grade, we are going to do the same thing we did for the total and average. I'm going to click and drag it down, merge and center under home. Now for the grade, we are going to put in a formula. The formula will be an if condition. Our if condition will be like, if the average is greater than or equal to 70, we want to give it a pass mark. If it's lower than or equal to 69, we want to give it a fail mark. So let's put in the formula. Navigate up. I'm going to put in equal to. I'm going to use the if. If bracket open. The condition is that if our average, which is the A6, so let's click on average, sorry, which is the E6. If the average, which is E6, if it's greater than or equal to 70, comma, we want to output this. We're going to put in quotes. We're going to, oh, sorry, there's a mistake. In quotes, we are going to put in pass in capital letter. So I'm going to click OK. The grade is pass because this average is greater than 70 or equal to 70. So now let's make the pass a little bit bigger. So let's make it 18 and let's bold it. And let's move it to the middle. We have done everything that is required. All we need to do is, and also one more thing, we want a situation where if it is pass, let it show green, and if it is fail, let it show red. But if we are to, let's change the values. Let's change this to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And guys, we are getting false. The average is 15 and we are getting false. Why are we getting false? Let's check. Oh, we did not put the second condition. We only put if E6 is greater than 70, pass. What if is lesser than 70? What are we going to do? We didn't put that condition, so let's put it. Let's say, comma, if bracket open, if the E6, if is lesser than 70, comma, we are going to put in quotes, we are going to put in fail in capital letter. I'm going to close the bracket. So now if you click enter, as you can see guys, fail has been outputted. So what I want us to do next is that if it is fail, let it show red. If it is pass, let it show if it is pass, let it show green. So that is what I want us to do next. But first, let's change the values. Let's see, 100, 100, 100. Okay, pass. It works. So now for the pass, let's change the pass to, let's give it a condition, which is using conditional formatting. Click on the cell. Under home, we are going to navigate to conditional formatting. Click on it. Click on new rule. And click on use a formula to determine which cells to format. Now we're going to specify what we want. So now we're going to say equal to. So what do we want? We're going to say this right here, which is F6. F6. I'm going to say F6 equal to pass. I'm just going to say if F6 is equal to pass, what are we going to do? After typing in this, we're going to click on format I'm going to navigate to green. Let's use this. Click on it. Or let's use this. And we're going to click OK. And click OK. And guys, as you can see, since it is passed, green was highlighted. So now if I should change this to, let's change it to, let's see. You see, I changed my score to 00. It's output fail and it is not green. So let's make it so that if it's fail, let it show red. Click on it, go to conditional formatting and click on new rule. Click this, use a formula to determine which cells to format, then put in your condition. So we now say equal to, or the F6 equal to again fail. That means if F6 is fail, what are we going to do? We're going to format it. Let's use dark red and click OK. Click OK. Now, guys, as you can see, since it is fail, it shows red. So let's change the this color. Let's see, 100, and it shows green. So guys, this is how to do it. So now let's style it a little bit further. We're going to style it a little bit further. I want you to click on class and drag down to cover your score sheet. So let's navigate up and click on this all borders. Click on this little arrow. Click on it. I'm going to click on all border. Click on it. A border has been specified, both left, right, internal and external. So we only did the, so now guys, all you need to do now is for you to copy and paste. Just keep duplicating this. No, you don't have to copy and paste. Now if you want to do another attendance sheet for someone entirely, let's say Nancy, all we need to do is click on this, drag it down to cover your sheet. Now navigate down and you see this plus icon on my screen right here. Navigate it down. So now all we need to do is change the name. Let's change the name. This is for Olivia. Let's change the name. This is for Olivia. And we're going to say, okay, we want Nancy. Let's say Nancy Udeme. After we have done that, we're going to put in a grade. Let's say grade 6. We're going to put in the subject. You can rename the subject, and we're going to put in the score. Let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We're going to put it in the score, and you can see the total, you can see the average, and you can see the grade. It is fail, and it shows red. So guys, this is it. I hope you understand everything I've taught so far. Now, if you have any question, please leave your question in the comments. I will do my best to answer every single question. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, please give a like and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Excel stuff like this. Thank you.